Hello students, welcome to maths class. So we are dealing hyperbola. So parabola, ellipse, hyperbola are the three parts of conic section. Already I said so many times, if we cut the cone, section means cutting, right? If we cut the cone with different angles, we are going to get these three shapes, right? First one is parabola, and second one is ellipse, and third one is hyperbola. From parabola you are having 9 marks, and from ellipse you are having 8 marks, and from hyperbola you are having 6 marks, right? So if you add all these marks, 9 plus 8, how much? 17. 17 plus 6, 23 marks are there for conic section. Actually in the beginning, if we start with a parabola, you will feel little bit tough in the sense all terminology will be new, right? Focus will be there, directrix will be there, right? And eccentricity, like that new terminology you will get in your parabola. But once you complete your parabola, you will feel comfortable with the ellipse and hyperbola. Okay, so now we are in hyperbola. I think you will get used to all these terminology, right? Focus, eccentricity, directrix, right? And sometimes in ellipse we will say major axis, minor axis, and when come to hyperbola we will say transverse axis and conjugate axis. Okay, and even in the formulas also small change will be there, so you should be careful while taking the formulas also. Actually all the three looks like same, but small changes will be there in their formulas. Be careful with those changes. Okay, now come to the problems. Today we are solving exercise 5A problems. Actually 5 in parabola and in ellipse, hyperbola, tangent and normal topics are deducted from the syllabus. So that's why I am not giving tangent and normal problems. So you are going to get the questions from the remaining of this tangent and normal. That's why we are doing lot of problems from the one exercise. Okay, so now come to the question. If the eccentricity of a hyperbola is 5/4, then find the eccentricity of its conjugate hyperbola. Okay, so first, what is the given information to you? What is given information? Given that eccentricity of hyperbola is given to you. Eccentricity, right? Eccentricity of hyperbola, right? Hyperbola is, what is it? It is denoted by E. E is given by 5/4. Okay, now consider the eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola. Consider the eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola as E1. You consider that as E1. And in previous class we proved one problem. We derived one equation. If E is the eccentricity of hyperbola and E1 is the eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola, then 1 by E square plus 1 by E1 square is equal to 1. Right, we proved this result, isn't it? So we know that 1 by E square plus 1 by E1 square is equal to 1. So this is like a formula we are using for this problem. Once we derived, means we can take that as a formula. So come on, here 1 by E is 5/4 is given to you. 5/4 whole square plus 1 by E1 square is equal to 1. So implies 1 by 5/4 whole square, it is 25/16 plus 1 by E1 square is equal to 1. 1 by 25/16 can be taken as 16/25 plus 1 by E1 square is equal to 1. right? So now 1 by E1 square is equal to 1 minus 16 by 25. You send this value to that side. Actually our aim is to get our even value. So that's why the value which is along with even send the other side. So is equal to, it is 25. 25 minus 16, that is 9 by 25. 1 by even square is 9 by 25. What will be your even square? It will be reverse. So it is 25 by 9. Okay. So implies, how we can write this? Even square is equal to 5 by 3 whole square. Can we write 25, right, as 5 square, 9 as 3 square. Therefore your even is equal to 5 by 3 is the answer. So we have considered the eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola is equal to even. At the end you got even is equal to 5 by 3. Okay. Given that eccentricity of hyperbola is given to us, find out the eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola, it is asked. Right. So you consider eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola is even. So we already proved in previous class, if E is the eccentricity of hyperbola, even is the eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola, then prove that, right, that question is there, 1 by E square plus 1 by even square is equal to 1. Once we proved means we can consider that as a formula. We used that formula in getting our eccentricity of the conjugate hyperbola. Okay. So now come to the second question. What is your second question? Find the eccentricity and length of latus rectum of the hyperbola. So first, given hyperbola equation is, given hyperbola equation, what is the equation? It is 4x square minus 9y square, right, is equal to 27. Okay. So how we will find the eccentricity, length of latus rectum, whatever it be? First of all we have to reduce the equation into our standard form, right. So whatever be the equation given to us, first reduce into your standard hyperbola form, then we know all the formulas of eccentricity, foci, once it is reduced into our form, isn't it? So come on, how we will reduce? I said so many times, right side it must be equals to 1. So dividing both sides with 27, right. So this is 27. Writing separately, what happens? 4x square by 27 minus 9y square by 27 is equal to 1. Right side it is okay, right. Now observe, what is our standard form? X square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 is our standard form, right. So that's why we can write this as x square by 27 by 4. Here 9 ones are 9 threes are. So minus y square by 3 is equal to 1. So now exactly in your hyperbola form, what is that? X square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 form. So where a square is equal to 27 by 4. That means just comparing, in a square place we are having 27 by 4 and b square we are having it as 3. Okay. So question is, find the eccentricity and length of latus rectum. So what is the formula for E eccentricity? Eccentricity depends on your A greater than B or A less than B. If A is greater than B, your eccentricity is root of A square plus B square by A square, right. And if A is less than B, your value is root of a square plus b square by b square. Okay. Otherwise, I said one more thing also, if it is right side 1 is there, right, our eccentricity is, what is that, a square plus b square by a square. Right side if we are having minus 1, then eccentricity is root of a square plus b square by b square. Okay. So is equal to, it is root of a square is 27 by 4 plus b square is 3 by a square, it is 27 by 4. Okay. So is equal to, what is the LCM? 4 is the LCM. 27 plus, come on, 4 3s are 12 by 27 by 4. So 4 4 cancels, right. So is equal to, it is root of 27 plus 12, it is 39 by 27. With 3 we can cancel, 3 1s are 3 3s are, right, and 3 9s are. So it is root 13 by 9. Take the root separately. It is root 13 by root 9 is equal to root 13 by 3 is the answer of your eccentricity. Okay. Next, length of latus rectum is also there. So find out length of latus rectum. Length of latus rectum. Latus rectum is equal to, what is that? It is, formula is 2b square by a. Okay. So is equal to 2 into b square. What is your b square? It is 3 by a. A means we got a square. A means root of this value, that is root of 27 by 4. So is equal to 2 into 3 by root 27 by root 4. Okay. So is equal to 2 into 3 by, how we can write this one, root 27? 9 3s we can write by 2. Okay. 2 comes upwards, it is 4 into 3 by root 9 is 3 into root 3. 3 3 cancel is equal to 4 by root 3 is the length of latus rectum. Okay. So very simple, just reduce the equation into your standard hyperbola form. So what are the standard hyperbola form? Totally, actually we are having 4 types of hyperbola. X square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. That is first type and it is said to be standard hyperbola form. Next, x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to minus 1. In these 2 cases, origin is the center. Next, if center is not origin, you will get next 2 cases. Okay. So I have given all the 4 cases and their characteristics also. Characteristics means nothing but the formulas of eccentricity, center, equation of directrices, foci, all those things. Okay. So you have to by heart all the 4 formulas, characters of the 4 various types of hyperbola. Then we can solve easily. Here it is asked eccentricity and latus rectum. Sometimes they can ask foci, sometimes they can ask equation of the directrices also. Okay. So if you are perfect with the formula, once after reducing the equation, you will know your A value, B value, H value, K value. With that we will get our eccentricity. Once we got eccentricity, we can write all the formulas easily. Okay. So come to first question. Okay, here eccentricity of hyperbola is given to us and find out eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola, right. So you consider the eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola is E1 and already we derived this one. We proved that if E is eccentricity of hyperbola, E1 is the eccentricity of conjugate hyperbola, then 1 by E square plus 1 by E1 square is equal to 1. We proved, right. So now we can consider that as a formula. So we are using that derived formula as a solution for our this problem. So here we will substitute in E place 5 by 4 is given to us, substituted, and we got our E1 value. E1 is equal to 5 by 3. Okay. So next question is find the eccentricity and length of latus rectum. So any question, find the eccentricity, length of latus rectum, foci, directrix, transverse, length of transverse axis, length of conjugate axis, like that. If they asked, first thing is we have to reduce the given equation into any one of standard form. 4 forms are there, so reduce them into any one of the form. So once you reduced, you know all the formulas, list is given to you, you have to by heart all the formulas. What will be the formula for eccentricity, what will be the formula for foci, what will be the formula for directrix. So if you know all those 4 various types curves formulas, we can easily solve these problems. Okay. So very simple problems. Along with the eccentricity, latus rectum, they can ask the foci, right, length of transverse axis, length of conjugate axis, like that also they can ask. Okay. So practice these problems perfectly. That's all for today. Have a nice day.